What's her next move? If you seek, give me gay, find her on a cruise. Yeah. If you seek, give me gay, find her on a cruise. Find her, ooh, find her on a cruise. If you seek, give me gay, yeah, she's on the move. Find her, ooh. Freedom is calling, she's already there.
Hello, everybody. I see I got quite a few people here already. Hey, Vicky Lily, nice to see you. Hi there. Oh yeah, the old bait and switch. Most of you have probably heard about it before, but I actually have examples of stuff, so I wanted to just share that today. Will I be going on the Anchor Moments cruise? No, ma'am. I would love to, but um, I think it's in August, right? Isn't it like in 2 weeks or something? I'm having surgery in 2 weeks. Plus, my budget is absolutely tapped out for the year. Hey, Jennifer, nice to see you. Hey, Vicky, thanks for popping over. Sorry, I had to pop off a little early. My care and feeding schedule of Amy is off today because I had a early morning doctor's appointment for my pre-surgery schedule, and uh, I didn't know if I had to fast, so I was fasting, and then I came home and I ate breakfast around 11 and then never ate anything after that. So I needed to get some food in me. And well, hello, Susan Donaldson. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Um, Brain. Oh, look at that. Hey, Linnell, funny enough, I'm sitting here. I have you up on my iPad on pause, getting ready to watch your video. So are you still all the way on the other side of the world in Vietnam? Oh, so the Anchor Moments cruise is 2027. Well, I have the June. I have the downsized cruise in June. So I don't know. I guess it depends, like if for some reason I managed to get like a casino deal for that, but budget wise, like I'm kind of tapped on budget for a little bit. Especially with surgery coming up. And you know how surgery is. Like they claim that they cover like X, Y, and Z amount of it, but then you always get the people that work on your surgery that don't participate in network, and then you get several $1,000s worth of bills after the surgery. Yep, that's me. I just woke up, haven't had breakfast yet. Well, you got to make sure you put ketchup on your breakfast. So, because ketchup is a food group. Lori said hi. She's on the TV. She can't type. That's funny. So we are gathered here today, people, because I wanted to talk about the MSC cruise, and I will be working with Jennifer over here at Cruiseaholics Anonymous. We're gonna meet up hopefully this weekend to hash out some details because I was gonna put together a group cruise on the World Atlantic. Oh, I still need to do my flyer. I haven't done the flyer, but I was gonna do a group cruise for my viewers who are not necessarily part of like the Foodies Vacations or Foodie Squad, but also like my Amy Loses It community as well. On the World Atlantic in 2028, it would be May 13th. But I had already booked a cabin because I was going to treat myself. So I had investigated booking a nicer cabin, and I saw like this really great, like I decided to go, oh, well, why don't I try and get a suite? Because I'd love to be able to have a sofa in my stateroom, and I'd love to be able to have a little bit more room. And in 2028, I should be almost at my weight loss goal. I should be like, what will it be, like 2 years, a YouTube anniversary? No, it'll be 3 years YouTube anniversary. So maybe YouTube will be paying me enough that I won't have any problem like affording the bottom suite. And honestly, the price wasn't really that bad. I think it came out to be about $4,500. This will be my first time on MSC. It looks like it's going to be a good ship. I think so too. Hello, Mary from Williamstown, Kentucky area. Well, hello, Mary. Thank you for joining us. So really kind of my like overall like point of the conversation we're about to have is that just be mindful when you're looking at rooms to do your research as well. Don't just leave it to what the cruise line is showing you, because sometimes they put, oh, this floor plan is for illustrative purposes only. Oh, well, and it was apparently just illustrative purposes. It was just someone attached the room plan for a particular room to every single suite. And yeah, it was really, really interesting. So let me grab out my media here because I put a bunch of stuff together. So I booked myself a cabin. I'm going to take the comments off the screen for a little bit while we're doing this, but you guys should still be seeing yourselves in the comments there. And remember, for those of you who are new to live streaming, that the comments that are on the live stream will be posted to YouTube about 12 to 24 hours after this video finishes. So if you want to go back and see any of the comments made, then just make sure that you're waiting about 12 to 24 hours before they'll post. And also, feel free to share your YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel, you can hashtag cruise. So hashtag CRUISE, and then just hit enter, and then it will share your YouTube channel. Maybe want to do that after I'm finished showing the media assets, so it'll show up on the screen and I can share it with everybody too. Okay, so I booked the World Atlantic, and so I was looking at, so I looked at this bottom suite, this junior suite Aura with promenade and ocean view on deck 16. Now that is what I booked, and it's approximately 215 square feet, which I really wasn't impressed with because that's the same size of the a lot of the other cabins, and I'm like, wow, so I'm getting a suite and I'm not really getting that much room. What I really wanted was I wanted a sofa in the room. Now if you look to the right, the grand suite with the terrace deck is 377 square feet, and you can clearly see a sofa in the photo, but it also says it has a terrace that is another 269 to 377 square feet. But you can see that it is $731 additional per person. Now, since I'm sailing alone, I would have to double that to $1,462. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit much. I don't want to go that high. So let me look at what the junior suite has. Let me look at the floor plan. So I click on the details of the room and I get this, and it clearly says that there is a sitting area with double sofa bed for double occupancy, or separate living room with double sofa bed for quadruple occupancy. Well, I was just going to be booking for double occupancy. So, okay, well, that's nice. And then it says this image is representation only, the size, layout, and furniture may vary. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't see a sofa in this image. And it clearly says in the wording that there is a sofa. Well, then I click on the next little, I click on the arrow to go to the next slide, and then I get this, which, oh, well, that's fabulous. There's a sofa and two chairs, and then another chair, and there's a wraparound balcony, and look at the size of that shower in the bathroom. And oh, well, that's fabulous. Okay, well, that's great. That, because I've got promenade and ocean view, that must be like a really fantastic room. So I said, well, let's book it. So I booked it, and then I started doing digging. So I'm like, okay, Amy, let's YouTube University and see what we can find just to make sure that I'm getting what I'm paying for and that is the right size. Because I'm like, 215 square feet seems awful small in order to fit all of that space. And the balcony is only 75 square feet. So how is that possible that it has that huge balcony, right? Like how does it have all of that space? So I did a little digging and I went to good old YouTube, right? And I went to a video that specifically said junior suite Aura with promenade view, and funny enough, it happened to be the same exact room number on World Atlantic on the World America, which to my knowledge is going to have the same layout. So I went ahead and watched the video, and lo and behold, okay, well, this is the room, and this does not have that extra sofa. It looks like the one that is in the original photo. But then they also had in the room for travel agents, they had the sign that still said, this suite is equipped with a sitting area with a double sofa bed and a comfortable double bed that can be converted into 2 single beds. Okay, but where is the sofa, people? I have not seen hide nor hair. Every single video I looked at did not have the sofa. And that's what I really wanted, because if I'm going to go on a cruise with a bunch of people I know and people wanted to come back to my room to hang out, I wanted to have a place that people could hang out in my room. So I did more digging and I looked at all the suites, and then so I came across the grand suite with the terrace, and it had all the information about it. 377 square feet with a balcony that was 269 to 377, and then when you click on it, it has the same floor plan as the junior suite. So I went through the World America and the World Atlantic, and this error is actually across all of their suites on their website on both ships. So when I did some more digging and found someone had posted this actual junior suite floor plan, this is what I would be getting. And you see there is no sofa, no hide nor hair of a sofa anywhere in that room, compared to on the right, the Grand Suite Terrace, which was attached to my room. So I'm not very happy about that. Luckily, because it's an Aura stateroom, I can cancel with no penalty. And I will be rebooking, so nobody panic. But yeah, I will definitely be rebooking myself in the right stateroom. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna uh, go to, but I may end up just doing. I think I really want one of the rooms with the infinite balcony, because it gives you a little bit more room and it gives you a seating area and it gives you a sofa. Uh, so yeah, so Jen, the rooms look gorgeous though, right? But wouldn't you be like really freaking annoyed if like all of a sudden you get there and you're expecting this big balcony and a sofa and a seating area, and then all of a sudden, like, poof, no, and you don't get any of that? Yeah, so illustrative purposes, right? Like, so what grounds do I have to argue with them? And what if I get on the ship and every single room is full, and then I'm stuck with that, and then I don't get it for like the purpose that I wanted? You know what I mean? Like I have no room for even me to sit down in that room, because I can't sit on that little stool. Y'all should see me hobbling around. I hurt my back again last week, maybe the week before, because I too confidently stood up from the toilet and there went my back. I've been I've been walking around my apartment bent over like a 90-year-old man who needs a cane. Yeah, so just crazy. Vicky Lily, I see your comment about YouTube, and I'll get to that in just a minute. Let me just get down the countdown to retirement. Oh, hey, Anissa, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, the rooms do look gorgeous, Jen, and I can't wait to see when they actually put out real like illustrations of what the World Atlantic is going to look like, because they had the same images on the World America and they were just using them for the World Atlantic. They hadn't done any new renderings for that. Yeah, I do love the clean lines. I'm excited to actually see the rooms. So saw the video yesterday. Lady had a grand suite. Oh yes, and this is what prompted travel. This is what prompted this whole video, was that she had the grand suite bounce back comp from the Royal. She used it on Liberty and the room was not as advertised, was probably a junior suite or smaller with no balcony. She was pissed. And Rightfully so. If you're trading up a grand suite and they gave her the room that she got, now granted, it was a nice room and better than most things I've ever had on a cruise ship, but it is not at all what they promised her, and it is not at all what she earned. You know what I mean? Like we put tons of money into earning these comps, and we feel ripped off if we don't get the comp that we're promised. Yeah. Yep, the pics look great. Yeah. Hey, Carol, nice to see you from all the way in Thailand. I hope you are very much enjoying Phuket. Uh, and you know what? I saw on Facebook that you posted a video about the PP Islands, um, or Fifi Islands. I don't know how they pronounce it. But it wouldn't come up. Like it said that the file had been moved. I don't know if you reposted it. I'll check after the live stream. And the balcony for the party, right? But but you can't get anybody on a balcony that's like 2 feet wide if that's what I end up getting stuck with. So yeah, so I'm gonna end up changing my room, and hopefully like I don't know. I'm really hoping that I can at least get a balcony, the infinity balcony, because at least that would have a sofa. It wouldn't have a balcony per se. It would just have the like floor to ceiling windows, which I personally think I would really, really love because I don't necessarily go out on the balcony that much. Yeah, it is wild. Like, can you believe they made that big of a mistake that they put that on so many rooms across multiple ships? So I'd be interested to see if they did that on the what is it, World Asia? What's the other ones? I know they have some other world ships that so there's World America, World Asia, World Europa, and World Atlantic. And so I'd be interested to know if they have that same error on their website across all of the suites, because I can imagine that someone who didn't know that they needed to do a little bit further digging and really had their heart set on that second image and then get there, and how like ticked off they would be if they ended up getting the much smaller room. Because honestly, when I was looking at the rest of the cabins, most of the balcony rooms were 215 square feet. So why am I going to get a suite that's the same size? I mean, I don't understand it. I get a junior suite not being as big as like a grand suite, but why is it only 215 square feet? I'm confused. Somebody enlighten me. Oh, hey, Mickey's Adventure. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, I love your new logo. That is really pretty. Yeah, World Class is my favorite mega ship. Not merely big, but classy and stylish throughout. I haven't been on them. Did you look at Yacht Club? Funny enough, I couldn't figure out how to look at Yacht Club. I could see it on the map, but I couldn't see it within the booking. So I don't know if you have to go somewhere special. But I was only considering the Aria or Aura, the Aura class, because it had that one suite, and I'm like, oh, well, that would be great to have this wraparound balcony, and I love the aft view. But then if it's just going to be like a regular sized room, but then it's all the way at the end of the ship, I'd rather pay less and get a midship infinite balcony than spend that extra money on a suite. And honestly, if I'm going to have so many people on that cruise, not only the foodie squad, but if I have any Amy loses it people, or if you see Amy K people on that cruise, and I'm going to be doing like dedicated like meet and greets or anything, plus my casino play, I'm not going to have time to check out the spa or be in the spa and also be in the adults only pool. Why midship? Because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to be all the way in the rear of the ship and then have to walk all the way to the front of the ship for things. Also, like I think a lot of the food was at the front or in the middle. And so I just didn't want to be so far all the way to one end of the ship, when if you stay midship, then you're kind of equal distance to the front and back. Because when I was on the Enchanted Princess, I was all the way forward, and I was at the opposite end of the ship from the food. And I will have to say that I kind of did go hungry a little bit because the buffet was so far away. I had to walk the entire length of the ship. So yeah, it can be a struggle. I use CapCut template for my video about the Fifi Holiday Resort. It shows okay on my Facebook. I'm going to post some more about Fifi. I can't wait. And is it pronounced like Fifi, like Fee, or is it P? I can't remember. Headed to breakfast. See you later. Bye, Linnell. I'm sure I'll see you again sometime, hopefully very soon. I heard that midship is better for people like me with motion sickness. Yes, absolutely true. The lower down on the ship and closer to midship, because then you think of a ship as a seesaw, right? And like the middle of the ship is kind of the point where the board sits on the post, and it goes up and down. So the further forward and the further back you are, right, the more motion you're going to feel, but in the center it's only going to be a little bit. It's not nearly as much. So yeah, so if you tend to get motion sickness, start taking your cruises in the middle of the ship and lower down on the ship. Now you may hear a little bit more noise of the ocean if you're a little lower down, but it's way better. Then the higher up you are, the more motion you're going to feel. And actually the worst part of the ship too, for motion is the front, right? Because the bow of the ship's going to be going up and over waves, and the back of the ship will get some of the motion, but the front's going to be like banging on the waves like this. So definitely, try to get midship, or if you have to, get it a little more aft. Honestly, I try and plan my location around the things that I want to do. Like if it's a ship that I really want to be busy in the entertainment and I'm not that concerned about where the food is, uh, or if there's like casual food close enough to the entertainment, I'll be closer to there. But on my next cruise, I'm going to be pretty dead center on the ship. I picked a ship that's a little more aft, which is closer to the dining rooms and closer to the buffet this time. Sorry, my allergies are killing me. Hold on. I'm going to mute you for just a second because I need to clear my congestion. One sec. Okay, much better. Sorry. I was out and about this morning and my allergies were just bugging the the cannoli out of me. I'll say that instead of the crapola. Yeah, Fifi. Okay, that's what I thought. I've heard people pronounce it all crazy ways. Hey, Patty, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Well, hello, Kiwi Travel. Thanks for popping in. I guess it's like a plane. I try to fly over the wing or just in front of the front of it. Yeah, because that's usually the less motion. Like I know like when I first started flying and I would sit in the front and like the first couple times, and that really like excessive pitch back really scared me. What deck was that mistake on? It was on all of the decks. It was in the cabin type. So if you go to the World America or World Atlantic and you look in the suites and just start clicking on all the different suites, and you'll see what I mean about the floor plan. The photos are different, but the floor plan, like the illustration, is the same. Unless they fixed it in the last week, it was the same. I like mid to aft on the ship, but I don't like to walk places because I'm a full-time scooter user. That makes a difference. Yeah, it really does make a difference. Yeah, you really kind of like, I think the positioning that you choose on the ship will make a lot of difference in your comfort. So when I was on the Enchanted Princess and I was all the way forward, I ended up doing room service, and it's one of the, I would say like, it was the first time that I had ordered room service more than once on a trip. I think I probably ordered it 4 or 5 times because I'd get my bottles of water and order like a sandwich and a fruit plate, and they had a really great salad. We were traveling the Mediterranean, and they had a really fantastic Mediterranean salad that I tended to get. But yeah, the buffet was just so far away. I didn't realize how big the Enchanted Princess was. Um, it's a really good sized ship. And, sometimes after you've been out all day walking around in cities and you get back to your ship and you're just, nah, not doing it. Now, I was lucky that I was near the International Cafe. I just had to go down, and the International Cafe was close to my room, and that is like the quick service kind of compare it to like a promenade cafe at Royal, uh, but a lot less people working there. There was usually only one person, but it was nice to be able to pop in and grab a hot sandwich, or grab a pizza cup. They made these like little cups or pizza muffins that were pretty darn fantastic. I may have had several of those on my cruise. Oh, there we go. So Anissa with her countdown to retirement. So this is her retirement channel. So if you're interested in checking out how she's preparing herself for retirement, make sure you check out Anissa's channel over there. Amy, what cabin number were you booked? Let me look, Carol. Because I know I did find it. I did find a video of it where someone had videotaped it on World America. So I knew then that I had the wrong cabin. Okay, where are we? New York, Maine, Switzerland, Princess Alamo, MSC. Sorry. I have a vacations folder and I keep all my receipts. Okay, I booked cabin 6251. And it says it's a junior suite aura with promenade and ocean view. It says it's about 20 square meters with a balcony of 7 square meters on deck 16. So that is the cabin that I booked. So if you want to have a look at that, because there's no way that, yeah, I found a video for room 16251 on YouTube, because they had actually had it open for travel agent viewing. So there were actually like 5 or 6 videos that literally showed the cabin number and then showed people going into it. And there was no sofa to be had. There was just a little chair up under the vanity, a little stool, and that was it. Amy, we're going to Alaska next year, a bucket list trip. Michelle Frank started a travel agency and setting up this cruise. Gina and Jeff of Anchor Moments are going. Oh yeah, I saw her announcement. But I didn't end up, like, I didn't even consider it, right? Because the downsize cruise is a month before it. And I'm doing a cruise in February, and I have a wedding. I have a wedding in January, a cruise in February. I have a cruise in June. So I don't know, unless by some miracle I actually get like a free casino offer, and then I could just like, I don't know, maybe somehow they could take over my casino offer, but I don't think Alaska is on my Amy's budget, right? Because airfare from here would be, because I was supposed to go this year to Alaska with friends, but I ended up canceling because the airfare alone was going to cost me $1,800. Oh, yes, Anissa, you can specifically request a specific room. Now, MSC is one of the harder ones to figure out your room thing. Like, it gives you a list, but it's really kind of hard to see where your room is. But what I normally do is I go research the ship and figure out, okay, well, what category do I think I want? Where at around the ship do I want? And then I go look it up and see if like one of the room numbers that I picked out is available. It's 2 months before the cruise is in August. Yeah, so it is 2 months, but still, it's still a big expense because, right, I'm sailing the downsize cruise and I sail solo, so I'm paying double what people who are sharing rooms are paying. Plus, I have the cruise in February and I have the wedding in January, which means because it's a very special wedding to me and a close family member, the expectation of a large gift coming out of my pocket will be expected. So yeah, so yeah, unless somehow my YouTube channel takes off between now and then, but at the rate things are going with YouTube, who the freak knows? And honestly, because I work full time, so it is a struggle bus to really sometimes just get content out. That's why I've kind of been trying to make sure I'm keeping up the lives. And then if I can get a recorded video out, I have a video in mind for Thursday. I'm just not 100% sure I can get it done tomorrow. But I really, really need to try. Yes, I'm on Shipmate. Vicky, you're friends with me on Shipmate. Yes, Vicky, I'm on Shipmate. I think I have all my cruises on there. More because you are alone. Yes. So basically, Anissa, like sometimes they don't have what's called a solo supplement, but most cruise lines do, meaning that if they sell you a cabin for you and your son for $3,000, they're going to sell that cabin to me for $3,000 and sometimes more. Now, there are some cruise lines that will give you a discount on the second person who is not in your room, and oh, maybe I'll pay $2,500, but that's not always the norm. It's really usually few and far between. And there also is some cruise lines do have solo cabins that are like half of the size, and those sometimes are cheaper. But honestly, like if I'm going on a cruise just because I'm sailing alone, doesn't mean I want a smaller cabin, if you know what I mean. I still want to be able to, like, if I'm in a cabin, like I absolutely hate it when I don't have a sofa or a good like recliner type chair, to a chair that I can just sit in, a nice comfortable chair that I can sit in my room, because I can't lay down very well because of my back injury, and I can't sit on a stool very well. And a lot of times the chairs at the desks are supremely uncomfortable. That's why I had such a big problem with my Virgin room, was because the only place in that room that was comfortable for me to sit, I can't even say on the toilet because that wasn't comfortable, was the hammock. That was the only spot uh, in my entire cabin that was comfortable. The chair that was by the desk was terrible. The chair that was under the desk, it was just a stool. And sitting on the bed is just not really conducive to anything. Yeah, never mind. I was looking for Amy. Yeah. I'm there, Vicky. I'm there. Same, as I get older, I want better accommodations for when I'm in my room than when I was younger and didn't care. Yeah, before my back injury, it didn't really bother me that much, but I kind of got like, I don't know. I love that Royal Caribbean's balconies all have the sofa in them, which is great. And even the interior that I was on the Freedom of the Seas had a love seat, which was fabulous because I could go back to my room and just sit down and chill out for a little bit. Yeah, Vicky likes sitting on the hammock when Vicky could get on the hammock because Jorge, her husband, had it most of the time. But yeah, the hammock was fabulous. And it was a little tricky for me to get in because I'm so short, but I figured it out and I managed to get in and out of it just fine. I did sit on the chair in the balcony. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. A little weird. Like, most of the seating on Virgin is weird. The food though more than makes up for it. So just FYI, don't go on a Virgin cruise just because the seating is weird. The food absolutely more than makes up for it. So I'm definitely looking forward to rebooking my MSC cruise. So it may be a little bit before I do it. But I'm definitely going to be going on the at World Atlantic on the Foodies Vacations tours, y'all. So Vicky, did you share your channel yet? #cruise. Because Vicky, has a channel that she goes live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. And then she also goes live Tuesday at 5:30 and Thursday at 5. And it's a great community event. Like we all get together and chat about cruising, about gambling on cruise ships, about food on cruise ships. And we're all doing a group cruise together. And it's kind of like an ungrouped where oh, okay. Thanks, balloons. I guess I get balloons today. Vicky got balloons earlier today too, by moving around. But yeah, so it's kind of an ungrouped cruise. But Carol, that's in here, Carol Solo Cruising and More, and then Jennifer from Cruiseaholics Anonymous, is also Cruiseaholics Anonymous. Sorry, having trouble I'm getting distracted by the chat. So those two actually are going to, like, if you want to book in a group, you can just reach out to them, and they are doing group bookings. I need to get information so I can display all of this for you as well. But for the rest of us who don't necessarily want to do a group, you can just book on your own and show up, but just come on the live and let us know that you're going. So we can make sure that we meet up with you and that we hang out with you. So Carol says, the Cruise Mapper 16251 is a junior suite the very aft of the ship with ocean and promenade views. Did you mean to book aft? Yeah, I booked that room because I thought it had that wraparound balcony that was in the floor plan that they showed me. So when I first clicked on the room, I got this. Right? And it said with promenade, journey suite with promenade and ocean view on deck 16. And I knew that it was aft because I actually really wanted an aft view. And then I clicked on the next slide and it gave me this like beautiful wraparound deck, but that was not what the room is. The room is this one over here on the left with just the side balcony in this little bitty room. So that's why I'm kind of a bit put out that I'm not remotely getting what I thought I was getting. I may have to do a Rockstar suite one day. Yeah, I've heard really mixed reviews about Virgin Voyages Rockstar suites. I've heard some people say that they're kind of not worth the extra money that you put into it. That sure does some of the like priority access. Is it really nice? Yeah, but are the rooms much better? Not from what I've heard. I know Ben and David were not pleased at all with their Rockstar suite that they had. I plan on trying a Sky Loft suite at some point. I mean, YOLO, right? Vicky, wrong channel, Vicky. Hashtag cruise, Vicky, not hashtag for cats. This is not Diet Land today. I know it's confusing with me having two channels, but okay. So Vicky Lilly, who at the very beginning asked about like YouTube. So let me address like the YouTube thing. Let me see if I can find her comment. Let's see. She is at the very beginning. Oh, I heard the new rules for YouTube channels requiring 80 hours of watch time to monetize. No, 8,000 hours. So as of February 2027, if your channel does not have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a 365-day period, and you're not officially fully monetized and set up and in the YouTube partner program, then your watch hours is then going to increase to 8,000 hours of requirement. Now, I know that a lot of people are panicking about this, but usually like once you're getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, quite a few of us actually have a decent bit over our watch hours. Like for me, when I hit my 1,000 subscriber mark on both of my channels, I had almost 6,000 watch hours. So yeah, does it really kind of suck that it's going to put people behind on getting monetized? Yeah. And I think the thing that really gets me kind of like the twist of the knife is that YouTube still runs commercials on your videos and still takes 100% of the ad revenue. So that means that there are an additional 4,000 watch hours of time, excuse me, that they're going to get 100% of the ad revenue. Now, at the end of the day, it's probably a drop in the bucket to us. What is it? Maybe not even $80 of watch, because it really goes by views and not watch time. So like, I don't know, it's really hard to quantify how much it is. Maybe $80, maybe of that you're going to lose, but you're going to lose the time. And I think that's what's frustrating everybody, is because sometimes it can be so difficult to monetize a channel to begin with. And then you're all of a sudden, oh, we're just going to double the requirements. And I'm not really sure what they're going for on this. I'm sure they made some good points. I didn't watch the video because honestly, I just chalk it up to corporate greed, and that's all there is to it. Yeah, so Anissa says, oh, there we go. Hold on. First, Vicky hit the right button. So this is Foodie's Vacation. So you can click on that in the chat and you can see Foodie's Vacation channel. She will be live 10 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time on her channel. And yeah, I better get this channel rolling before February 1st, right? Because I've got my third channel that only has 75 subscribers and like 100 watch hours. But, that's just like my hobby channel. But I thought maybe one day I might get it monetized. Well, at this rate, it's never going to happen. Well, hey, Lon and Glenda, nice to see you. So this is Lon and Glenda from Trippin' Over 60. They have a great cruise channel and they just became monetized. So they got in under the wire. So it's fabulous to see you too. They are part of the YouTube After 40 group that you see advertised in my chat. So if you want to learn how to make your YouTube channel successful, I monetized 2 channels, one in 5.5 months and one in 12 months and 7 days. I took the course, watched it a couple of times, chatted with everybody in the community, asked questions, went on their group cruise, and ended up, being successful on 2 channels by following kind of guidelines that they have set out on what the best way to do that. And Lon and Glenda did the same thing, as well as Jennifer here from Cruiseaholics Anonymous, and Vicky from Foodie's Vacations is also in the community. So if you're ever interested in looking at the course, it's in the description of this video and it's in the description of almost all of them. So just click on my link there and you can go there and check it out. And if you decide to get like one of the courses and then say a year later, you decide to get the second one, which is about retiring using credit card and hotel points, you can get the second course at a discount. And there's a code, you just ask for it in the community and we'll give you the code to be able to get the second course at a discount. So if you don't have to purchase them both up front for the $397, you can just do the one course at $197 and then get the other one at a discount later. So yeah, my other hammer is 13 months old and I still don't have 8,000 watch hours. Yeah, I know, right? Like I definitely do, but because I've really been, I don't know, I've just really been super consistent, and I know that you have to be getting a lot more views lately, Anissa, because you've been super consistent. I saw that you must have got a program or some kind of help on your thumbnails, because they've been really great lately. Like your presentation has been spectacular. You're really like sticking to the topic of your channel and you're sticking to the topic of the video. So yeah, your videos are very watchable. Like I don't click away from watching them. So yeah, I think they're great. I'm only 70 subs away and 60 hours away from monetization. As soon as I get back to the US, got to get real busy. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you'll definitely hit that by the end of the year. No problem. Maybe even by the end of next month. And one of the ways that I found for me was the best way to get subscribers was to go in a lot of connect and grow communities, like come on my live, go on Vicky's live, go on other people's lives that are in your niche that you know and don't mind you sharing your channel. Also Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat is a YouTube channel that is a connect and grow community. Great way to connect with other people. But yeah, I really found that like socializing in other people's videos and in their comments kind of really helped me get like the last remaining subscribers that I needed, because I didn't really have a watch hour problem. I had a subscriber problem, which I guess is sort of good to have. But we'll get you the 60 watch hours. So make sure, Carol, if you're up tomorrow morning and you're on the live, make sure you tell us that with the watch hours channel, not hammer. Yeah. That's what I knew you meant. Yeah. So there you go. Hashtag cruise. There is Carol's channel. Make sure you check out her channel. Late to the party here due to filming, not being able to get it together. Look, I've been trying to film a video for like 4 days. I can't get my act together because I keep getting distracted by this, that, and everything else. And then, you know, it's the time of month with work where it's been busy. And then I'm just like, oh, but I got to do something for Amy Loses It. And so, yeah, I'm just getting myself all discombobulated. Oh, and there's Travel Beyond Limits 5689. So make sure you check out their channel. I don't know that I have checked out your channel, so I'll have to make sure that I do that. Yay, Carol. Yeah, Carol's getting really close. Oh, that's awesome. So Carol, you just got yourself a subscriber. Woo, under the wire is right. Yeah, isn't that crazy? So Tracy Taylor says, where's some of the best places to look for discounts for a first-time cruiser? Honestly, it's just about being flexible. Now, I usually don't like to book outside of the cruise line's website, to be fair. I don't necessarily trust other websites that much. Um, sometimes going through a travel agent can get you a better deal, sometimes not, but like I'm a control freak and I have been a travel agent, so I tend not necessarily to want anybody to have control of my reservation in case I want to make changes or, you know, no matter what I want to do to it, I have control over it. I would honestly say make sure that you have logins for the cruise line's websites. If they have loyalty numbers that you can get in advance, if they have casino programs that you can join in advance. I did that with Carnival. I joined their casino program before I ever stepped foot. I hadn't been on a Carnival cruise in 20 years. And recently I just joined their casino program and they ended up sending me a casino offer. Now I do gamble in the casino. I have a lot of videos on gambling in the casinos on this channel. So I spend money in the casino to kind of prepay a very discounted cruise in the future. But yeah, sign up. And I would say that if you can wait till around Black Friday, I've heard that some of the specials that you get can be really good around Black Friday. And honestly, one trick I found with Royal is Royal really does monitor when you're on their website. And the more times you go and constantly look, like if you have a cruise that you really, really want, and every day you're going back to that and going back to it and back to it and back to it, I have noticed that they would keep sending me specials for that particular cruise. Maybe not a special that's out on their website, but that's how I ended up getting, I would say, a decent discount on the Icon of the Seas. I wouldn't say that now that I know how to get casino deals, but it was about $1,200 cheaper than anything else that I had seen. So that's what I did, I just kept going back to their website and going back to it. And I signed up for like Carnival. I got a Carnival number. I got a celebrity number. I got a Royal number, and I did all that and then just kept checking. And honestly too, just try and pick a time of year that is not the most popular. And I do tend to kind of sail in hurricane season in the Caribbean because I, you know, sometimes sometimes the saving is worth, like, maybe the cruise getting canceled. Yeah, so just try to avoid holidays, avoid school breaks, avoid the summer, sail on really the shoulder seasons. I find that like December, not around Thanksgiving, is some of the better prices. February, I love to sail in February because it is cheaper. I subscribe from this channel to everyone who put their link. I will be approved expert at the time we go. Yeah. Tracy says booking as early as possible on Black Friday are great for discounts. Yeah. Thanks, Amy. Will do. Yeah, make sure, Carol, that you do remind us on Foodie's vacation because you'll get your watch hours. No problem. I'll make sure that I turn my one of my devices on. I have 5 different different devices that I run YouTube on, and they all have different profiles. So yeah, I do that. So, oh, Anissa sub too. It's about traveling with mobilities issues and food allergies. Oh, well, I should definitely check that out because I have some food allergies that are weird and they drive me crazy. And most of the time, they're pretty easy to avoid. I have a shellfish allergy and I have a corn allergy, which is actually one of the more difficult to avoid. And I've been terrified to go to Asia because of shellfish allergies, because it's in so many of the sauces in the foods, and you don't know, not a lot of it is labeled. So yeah, like it can be a struggle. I mean, luckily I haven't had like an anaphylactic reaction that has needed my EpiPen yet or needed medical attention, but I've had some pretty good reactions where one time I ate at a restaurant for work and uh, I don't know, I guess they thought I was vegetarian because like every single dish either had fish or it had corn. It was at a Mexican restaurant. And so I was trying to get them to just give me the steak without the corn sauce on it. Well, they ended up just like not even serving me food. And then at the end, they brought around dessert and they didn't bother to tell us what it was, but it ended up being a churro made with corn masa instead of regular flour, and I ate it. And then in the middle of the night, I had an anaphylactic reaction. So you just never know. It's so hard. I book directly too. Yeah. So either for me, travel agent or booking directly. Yeah. Countdown to retirement. I got your channel queued up watching the video. Yeah. I love Anissa's channels. They're so great. TAs will get you on board and credits and other perks though. Yeah, so sometimes the TAs can definitely get you other things if they're available. Both Carol and Cruiseaholics are travel agents. Yep. And TAs often have better deals than the website, not plugging. No, it's true. Sometimes like the cruise line will offer them deals because sometimes they'll like cut their commission to give them a better deal. Sometimes they get yeah, unpublished rates can be had. Yeah. Always tell new cruisers to get a travel agent because it will help them learn the ropes and have someone in their corner. Yeah, funny enough, we had somebody. So just FYI, I never go on a cruise without doing some research because we had a couple people on our YouTube After 40 cruise who had never cruised before. They didn't know what a tender was. They're like, what is a tender? What do you mean? I have to get on a boat to get off the boat. And then they also thought that if the cruise ship left at 5, it would be okay if they made it there by like 4:30. No. You don't make it to the cruise terminal at 4:30 if the ship is leaving at 5. Yeah, so they didn't read the fine print. And the one person really did almost miss the cruise, but it was mainly because there was a planned strike at the Rome airport. And the port was an hour and a half away from from the Rome airport, and then you factor in the travel delay because of the planned strike, where they closed the airport from like 10 to 2. So by the time that they got in and then got on their way, it was a disaster. Like they barely made it. I'm a hurricane season cruiser too. Yeah. And I do that because they offer me deals. I go figure. I cruise during hurricane season too. Yeah, never had an issue so far. Knock on my wood desk. Oh, goodness. Sorry. I'm like hiccuping. I have alpha gal from a tick bite. I live in Kentucky. I cannot eat beef, pork, or lamb. Oh no. I had a boss that had alpha gal and she had it bad. Like bad, bad, bad. Like I think she could eat, what could she eat? She could eat poultry, but then one time like she went to this dinner and the poultry had a sauce on it and the sauce had some beef stock in it. She ended up, they had to call 911 because her alpha gal is so, so bad. Sesame is in so much cuisine in Asia that we haven't gone. Did you know that they are Neffy, epinephrine? Yeah, the nasal sprays insurance doesn't cover, but it's great for my son. Oh yeah, that would be tough to have a sesame allergy in Asia. And for me, yeah, too, the shellfish allergy, because so many of the places use fish sauce. Fish sauce most of the time has shellfish in it. Oyster sauce, right? A lot of places use oyster sauce, and oyster is a shellfish. I know it's not a fish, but it is a bivalve. And what I'm allergic to is the protein that sticks the animal to the shell. So that would be clams, um, lobster, shrimp, crawfish, scallops, anything that's got like an exterior shell that has to bind itself to the shell, including insects. Like I could never eat a cricket. And actually, like I react really badly to insect bites. So like if I get a mosquito bite, boy, it is on. It doesn't just like itch for like the first 24 hours. It actually every day just gets it progressively worse and turns into a whole like systemic reaction. So, oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, I'm like traumatizing myself. They're bad in Kentucky right now. Yeah, I've been bit by several ticks, and thank goodness I haven't gotten Lyme disease. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't eat all of that. And well, I mean, I do eat a lot of chicken, but still, it's bad enough not being able to eat my shellfish. Today we booked 2 cruises in hurricane season. Yikes. Hope it works out. Jennifer, maybe you and Carol could advise us of strategies. TA, travel agent. Yeah. Travel agent, yes. 39% of Kentuckians not identified. That's funny. Hold on. Where, oh, lost myself here. How early do you have to be there? Yikes. I run late 100% of the time. I would try to be at the cruise ship no later than 2 hours before boarding time, but they'll tell you in your paperwork. So say if your cruise leaves at 4, you need to shoot for 2 or sooner. And, most people usually try to get on as early as there as possible. So, tell yourself that if boarding time is 4, Anissa, tell yourself, oh, I have to be there at 1. And then that way, like your goal, I have to be there at 1. I have to be there at 1. So if you do make 2, then you'll be a little bit late. You'll still make the ship. Oh my God, that's a real thing. Yeah, it is a real thing, Jennifer. Absolutely. Yeah. 39% have. So I'm assuming you're saying that 39% of Kentuckians have Lyme disease, possibly, and maybe alpha gal. It's crazy. Okay, Ohio. That happened to my brother, just pork though. Oh, not Ohio. Oh, Joe, that happened to my brother. Yeah. Some people get varying degrees of it. It just depends on like how strong, how many Lyme markers, because I actually did a Lyme test one time because I was having the food allergy. So they went and they said I had like 1 marker, but it wasn't enough to say I had Lyme disease. How do you know if you have it? You go get tested. There's blood work and it'll tell you, but you'd be having vomiting, severe gastrointestinal distress, and possibly anaphylactic reaction to meats. Like it usually starts with beef and then works its way onto pork and lamb. So usually mammal protein. That's why most people can still eat poultry with alpha gal versus the mammal protein. So no guinea pig, Vicky. No guinea pig. OMG, y'all. Yeah, right. My son is allergic to lobster, shrimp, not crab. So that's interesting. So maybe he has a different type of allergy because shrimp and lobster may have something different in them that crabs do. But I'm allergic to all of them because they all have the shells. I'm not allergic to like the iodine in them. So I don't have any trouble with like contrast when I go to like get an MRI or anything. But I do struggle with just anything with the shell on it. And I've even been advised to stay away from squid. Even though they're not technically a shell animal, they still have like the cartilage and they may have the same type of protein. Same, my arm swells double the size. Oh yeah, the bug bites are, they're so bad. Yes, cross contamination is terrible. That's what I bring out in my channel. It's not just reviewing the food, it's reviewing how I was treated as a guest with particular food allergy needs. And it is so tough because there are so many people that do not eat certain foods because it is a dietary choice. And unfortunately, those people give those of us who do physically have dangerous food allergies a bad name. Because let me tell you, I don't ever want to have to ask for special food or accommodation because I have an allergy. It's embarrassing and it's just frustrating because I just want to eat what I want to eat. But there are some people that just like, I don't know, just make a big deal out of it and like kick and fuss when they could very well be eating it. They just choose not to eat it. And I get that, like, that is their choice to make those dietary restrictions. But sometimes they really put people out when, they could just like push something to the side, right? They don't have to worry about cross contamination. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Foodie's vacation. Use whatever has DEET. That is awful. I need a bug net that nothing can get through because sometimes like there are bugs that they call no-see-ums that are just so small that they can get through pretty much any screen. And when I lived in Florida, or when I would visit Florida and visit my in-laws and we'd sit out on their patio in in Daytona Beach. And everyone would be getting bit, but they wouldn't be having like the terrible reaction that I was having. Like I'd get these no-see-um bites and I would be on fire, like feeling like red hot pokers. So I'd have to go sit inside where everybody else was sitting outside. Yeah, her channel, or her or his, sorry. I didn't ask your name. And what gender you prefer. Yeah, when I was bit by the tick, it transferred the carbohydrate sugar into my bloodstream. I have a histamine reaction now to beef, pork, and lamb. Currently, I'm not allergic to. Thank God for that. Yeah, that's crazy. I always make it, but it's like Home Alone in the airport. And you're always yelling, are you yelling Kevin? Oh, where's Kevin? Hold on. Kevin, you can start yelling Kevin. There's Kevin. Lots of great info. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for coming in, Tracy. Yeah, it is about that time for me to go and finish the rest of my dinner. I like shoved down a mozzarella stick and a couple pieces of pork for dinner. Yeah, I'll share your link. I keep getting this weird guy pop up. Oh, that's funny. Not allergic to dairy. Oh, you're lucky because I have a dairy allergy to whey. And so I can get away with some dairy, but I cannot eat ricotta without getting very, very ill. Yeah. Oh, so Carol left you a package. So we call leaving you a package, meaning like we are watching your videos and subscribing to your channel because YouTube doesn't like it when you say, hey, I'm subscribing. So we always just say we're leaving you a package. Oh, yeah. So you're allergic to iodine. Okay, then you don't eat shellfish, I would assume, maybe. The doctor said he can get iodine contrast. I never knew that about squid. Yeah, it's just really interesting how everybody's food allergies are so different. They're so individual. Like some people can have some things and not others. What are you doing, child? Hold on. Hold on. Kitty cat time. Come here. Hold on. Hold on. It's fluffy man time. Do you want to say hi to the camera or do you want to pretend like you're dead? So this is Malibu with nobody's seen Malibu. This is my crazy boy. He's a sweetie pie, but he's currently causing trouble. Okay, there we go. And if you're part of my diet weight loss community at Amy Loses, then you know that you've got the emoji, the Malibu emoji that everybody gets to use. Eventually, it should go dormant in my system as long as I'm not free. Yeah, I mean, hopefully one day, and hopefully they'll come out with medications that will help mitigate this. I really, really, really want a shellfish allergy medication. Actually, I'm getting ready to go back to my allergist. I want to get retested because they want me to retest for some antibiotics to make sure that the ones that I was allergic to see if I'm still allergic to them. Countdown to retirement. I always pick the easiest embarkation time, fly or drive to a cruise port a day early. Yeah, that is a really good tip. Now, for the unhinged cruise coming up in February, I will not be arriving a day early because the airfare was absolutely outrageous and was more than the cruise itself. So I will be showing up bright and early at like 9:30 in the morning in Fort Lauderdale, and I'll probably take the Metro link to get to the port or get close to the port and then take an Uber over. Let's see. Yeah, Carol says, hey, Malibu. Yes, he is super cute. He is a super duper cutie. And he just got a really good brush in today, and he was actually really good about it. It's kind of like his first brush, and he's only 2.5. So he's starting to lose his baby coat and starting to get his adult coat. He wouldn't cause trouble. Oh, yes, he would. If you, when I was on Vicky's channel, Foodie's Vacation, we were doing a cruise talk. So I usually go live with her at 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday. So if you ever want to see more of me, I'm over there. He was eating Marshmallow, which is my white cat, which I don't know where she was. She was on the arm there, but I don't know where she went. But he was eating her. Oh yeah, Ray Starfish. Ha, I don't see Kevin. I switched accounts to use him. Oh yeah, I need to add them to this channel as well. I just haven't done that. Yeah, Malibu, not Kevin. Yeah, they're all on the other one because I have a lot more members on that channel, so I get a lot more spaces to do custom emojis. I think on this one I only had 2, but I should check it so I can add more. Amy, you have travel a lot, so you can take those risks, but first timers be early. Yeah. And that's the thing, Carol. It's like I'm really taking a risk and I know it and I don't advise it, but I just couldn't afford an $800 airfare ticket for a cruise that's costing me $323. Right. And plus a night in the hotel in Miami. And so I had to weigh like what was the risk. The risk is I get there and I miss the cruise ship and I lose $323, and then I have to change my frequent flyer ticket that was for the end of the cruise to that day and then turn around and go home. Yeah, so it was like really like it was going to cost me such an exorbitant amount more that it didn't make financial sense for me to go in the day before. And luckily, though, that I'm taking the first flight out and I'm going from an airport that has multiple flights to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. So like worst comes to worst, I have to get a last minute ticket on another airline if for some reason my flight does not come through. The only bad thing is it's in the middle of February, which is notoriously the worst weather of the year. So pray for me that we don't get snowed in. Yes, I have 3. I got 3 of those things. Gotta run, guys. Oh, have a good night, Jennifer. It is time for me to run too. Oh, sorry you're late. Yep, Chris, you just missed everything. But make sure you just go back and watch the beginning. I did at the very beginning the issue that I had with MSC about the mix-up that they have on their website. So if you're considering booking a room on World Atlantic for the Foodie's Vacation Squad cruise, make sure you watch that if you're considering getting a suite at all, because that's really what it affected. Yeah, hi Cruising on Comp. See ya. And it is time for me to go. So yeah, thanks for coming in, Lon and Glenda. Such a pleasure to have you guys in. And I will talk to you all again. If you're doing cruising only, I'll see you again Tuesday at 6 p.m. next week. But if you like to watch my weight loss content, I go live at 6 p.m. Thursday over at Amy Loses It. Oh yeah, Vicky's asking, Chris, are you on Shipmates? Good night, Anissa. If you are, let Vicky know what your username is and let us know. Yeah. You are cruising on comps on Shipmate. Okay, I think mine is If You Seek Amy K. So Vicky's is Foodies Vacay. So you'll be receiving friend requests from us. And let me see if I have my, hold on, if I have my Amy Loses It in here somewhere. I thought I did. Amy K is so many. Oh my goodness gracious. Here we go. So if you're interested in checking out my weight loss journey, so Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time on this channel, you just type the @ symbol and Amy Loses It into the YouTube search guide and it'll come up. Oh yeah, I need to change that. I did have 4 cats. I'm sadly down to 3. But yeah, I have a weight loss channel on the journey to lose 180 pounds. My last weigh-in before the one I'm going to reveal, I was 68 pounds down. I'm super excited. I'm hitting a milestone on Thursday. Oh, Shipmate is an app that you can download for free, and you can be cruise buddies with people, and you enter in like all your upcoming cruises. So like everything that I have booked, I have all entered on Shipmate. So your friends can see where you're traveling. So if you're not into, people seeing what you're up to, then don't use Shipmate. Some people like to keep their cruises private, but a lot of us share them with people. So yeah, so I'm definitely on Shipmate, and quite a few other people that watch Vicky's Foodies Vacation channel are as well. So, okay, well, thank you everybody. Have a fabulous evening, and I'll talk to you again soon.
If you seek Amy K, find her on a cruise.